What was the first time you sold anything to a client? I would say the first time that I sold anything was when I was in high school, and I'm like, I've at such a disadvantage here. I've got to sell myself to get an internship, so at least I have some experience, because just getting good grades is not going to be enough for me because I'm so low man on the totem pole. I have so much to overcome. I've got to sell myself to get internships so that I have that too. Show I'm extraordinary somehow. So I would research internships and I would contact people and I would sell myself and like I'm so interested in this topic and I will work so hard for you, and I'll work in the mailroom, I'll work in the whatever room. I just want to learn and grow and have an internship, and can you create an internship for me? And I got a lot of internships. I did a lot of internships, and I got good at getting internships. It's very similar. And then I kept moving up and up with the internships while I was in college. I was putting myself through college with these internships. And I got, finally, the last one I got, I think it was my junior year in college, was an internship at IBM. And I was like, wow, you have hit the jackpot here. And I know what got me that internship was my enthusiasm and my drive. That's it. Because I am really, you guys, I'm really not that, like, I have to work really hard to get good grades, to understand things. Like, I don't understand jokes. I don't understand movies half the time. Joe has to explain everything to me, like, who is that and why is that? If it's not super simple, I don't get it. So yeah, that's what that's what I got. So I have to work extra hard. And that's been really good. So if you're somebody that you're like, yeah, I got to work extra hard for everything I got because I feel like I'm a disadvantage, that's your secret power, because you've developed that ability to work hard and that drive to overcome something. And actually, it's a gift. It's a gift that I don't get movies and I have to work so hard, right? So I would say the internship and the internships. And then I had to sell myself to get into Kodak, and then I had to sell myself to be able to get into the film industry. So you're always kind of creating like a little compelling story. People get hypnotized by stories. So I would say, yeah, I just have traveled around the world and I've seen a lot of fascinating things, and I realized that I want to now master wildlife filmmaking. I've just spent months in the bush. I saw that people do this as a career. I would love to come out and meet you. You're one of the best. I've watched all of your stuff. I know about all the animal behavior. I'm fascinated by your stuff. Can I come out? Can I carry your tripod? Can I clean your office? Can I clean all your lenses? Whatever you need done. Can I just hang out with you just for a couple of days or a day? Just meet you. And people are like, huh? What? This girl just calls me out of nowhere, super eager, and has seen all my stuff. And they said yes. And so a lot of people said yes. Some people didn't respond, but some said yes. Then I started with just some of those people that would refer me to other people. Oh, you should go meet Billy. He's a producer. So then I go meet Billy, and I walk into Billy's place. This is in Johannesburg, and it's just like this. If you can imagine this dark, like there's African heads, carvings, stuff everywhere. Like this guy is like Africa, man. There's some people like that there. Like they are like true bush, like African producer. I mean, they are these kind of people. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. He was so cool. He was so nice. And then he referred me to one of his friends who owns a production company that had editorial suite and had cameras and had clients, people paying him to do commercials and to do different documentaries and do little news segments. So now I'm like learning from them, and I'm meeting this guy and I'm meeting his son, and I'm hanging out there and I'm watching the editing, and then they hire me to be an actor and go to Namibia, and they flew us all over to Namibia and we shot, and I was dressed up as an actor, and it was crazy. It was fun. And so it really comes from selling yourself and not being afraid to sell yourself. And then I've always done, the more and more you do it, the more it's like, well, what do I want to do? And what do I need to say is my story to be able to get this opportunity? So when I came to LA, I'm like, oh yeah, I worked on an elephant relocation project in South Africa. I just came back from meeting with the BBC Natural History Unit, and I met the Jew Bears over in Savuti, and now I'm here. And I'm so excited to meet you. You're doing the best work in Los Angeles. I'd really love to just pop over and just meet you. Is that possible? And they're like, okay, yeah. Sounds like, yeah, I'd like to meet you. Yeah, because people don't do that. People just don't do that. So the more you do stuff like this, oh yeah, I design websites and I've also designed logos too. Let me know if there's anything I can help you out with. This is people that you talk to on set. Like, oh yeah, that's cool. If they design stuff, I can do voiceover for you too. In fact, and also think about the people that you're aligned with your life. What can they do? What services can you combine together? Maybe us A-listers combine some services together, where we've got website design and we've got acting combined together. And then we got somebody that can do music design. We combine that together. I can do all three of these things. And here's the order, because here's the process. You want to sell your ideas as a process. So it's not just like, oh, I can do that thing. You want to make them, you want to like paint the picture of what they want, the problem that they have right now, the outcome that they're going to have after they're done working with you, and then you lay out the process. First we do this, and it's all about them. It's all about them. First we do this to find out about this. Then we find about this, and here's some examples how I've done that in the past. And for you, I think we'd probably approach it like this, because this is the outcome that you want. And then the next logical step is something that you may not know about, but then we do this part of it. And then we finish it off with this, and the result should be this by the time you're done. That could be just something as like confidence when you walk into that audition, using your voice to project and putting your body in a great state so that your mind is clear and you're just able to bring it. That's going to be the outcome. So, it can be something just as simple as that, but you still have a process. And when you can just quickly kind of explain the process, they're like, oh, I don't understand all of it because I haven't done it, but she seems to have the answer. And the price is right. Why not? Sounds good? So I've always sold myself. I sold myself for real estate investing. I remember when I found my business partners for real estate investing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just crashing bank conferences and just going in there, meeting people, not trying to get meetings with people and learning. And then I met my partners, and they were like, you're just crashing bank conferences, trying to meet people and get lists of stuff that you can buy that you don't even know what to do with. I'm like, yeah. They're like, we could use you. And how I sold myself is, I can find you guys the lists. I'm happy to go to these bank conferences. And I just want to learn this part of it because I really don't understand it. Plus, I don't have enough money to really take advantage of this, but I have a lot of energy now. And I'd love to go out and make us a bunch of money. And they're like, okay, sounds good to me. People just don't come out of thin air. People just don't do this. People don't think this way typically, especially when you've been in a job, 9-to-5 job. You're just like, oh, job, job, job. And they want to keep you thinking job, job, job. They don't want you to think like an entrepreneur, like, oh, I could take this business and we could start marketing there. We have an Instagram page there. And, they don't want, if you're working for them and you're making them money, great. But I want you to do it for yourself, Build up you for yourself. What did I need to overcome to do it? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so what if you have fear about this? Well, my desire to become this accomplished go-getter person was just stronger than my fear. The fear was there, but my desire to accomplish, I became more addicted to accomplishing and moving that needle every day. More addicted to that than the fear. So I would just not think about shit. It's like as soon as stuff will come up, yeah, but what if, and my heart starts pounding and I'm going to have a panic attack or something like that because, my body can be wired for nervousness. Like, boom, it can do that. Not everybody's like that, but I'm like that. I know that. So if I start focusing on that and getting sad about that and like, I wish I wasn't that way, then I would just crumble into a ball and do absolutely nothing. And I'm like, I can't have that. So I just would ignore it. I'm like, yeah, there's my stomach going, forget it. Let's go. Who do I need to call? What do I need to do? I need to move that needle every single day. I need to do it. And I just got addicted to that. I'm like, that feels good. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, I did some work today. That feels good. It really is just about overcoming our own personal limitations every day. So that's just feels damn good. Now I can offer this. Wow, I actually got hired for that. Wow, I actually explained that really well. Wow, I'm so excited. I couldn't do that yesterday. Jocelyn said, don't worry about being good. Be excited. I would say that's true. I didn't worry about being good. I'm like, I'm good enough, but I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic. I want this job. I want to master this. I want to meet you. I want to do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And that's just so rare today. And most people are not like, oh, let me master, let me learn this. Let me do this for you. And the outcome for them is always all about them. So be excited. What do you think about jobs that ask you to pay upfront some fee to start the work? Well, I wouldn't do that. Pay up front? What for? I did try the job because I felt like I'm not paying to work a freelance job. Was I wrong? I don't know. You have to tell me more than that. If it was a good outcome, then maybe it's a good thing to do. But I would not pay to start some work. No, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. So just move on from that and do something different. You can do anything. So how you spend your time is super valuable, right? There's so much that you can be doing. So just because one opportunity seems to present itself, but it doesn't seem like the perfect one, just ignore it. Bye-bye. And you create the one that you want. That's what's important, because there's always going to be opportunities out there your entire career. This is how it mirrors the film industry. There's a ton of opportunities out there all the time. There's always going to be. But you're going to be the one that's going to be the driver of all those opportunities and picking the ones that you want to get to where you want to be. So some of them might come up, hey, we want to hire you for a month working for a film festival, and we'll pay you $200 a day. But we want to hire you for 3 months. And you're like, yeah, but I really want to get all these film work coming in. So you're going to weigh which one you should take. And, you got to have some pride in yourself that, hey, where I spend my energy, it's extremely valuable. So let me really look at what kind of work, what kind of outcome I'm going for, what I want to accomplish in the next 3 months, and make a wise decision on that. Because you don't just take what's given to you. You decide what you want to do, and you go out there and you make that thing happen. How long does it take to get paid after a project is wrapped up and talking about with real estate partners? Oh, the real estate. Well, it depends. My goodness. That just totally depends on what the project is, what you're doing. We would buy and flip houses. We would buy and do, some deals took a year. Some deals took like a month. Some, not too many, probably 4 or 5 months. The debt buying, that would take me, it just depended. You could get the list of stuff, you buy it, you make offers, you win some of them. That might take like a month or two. And then now you own the product. Now you got to get payback. You owe that note. Now you got to get payback time. So now you're working with a borrower to try to get them refinanced. Well, that's a financial thing that they've got to do, and you're helping them. So that might take another couple months. So it could be a 6-month turnaround before you make your money back, or it could be several years. But you're doing this with a whole bunch of notes out there and just working. That's what you're doing with that real estate business. But there's all sorts of different kinds of real estate business with different payback times. But nothing's fast. Nothing is fast, I don't think. What we're talking about here, film-friendly side business, that's not really, I'm not talking about that as a way to make money. Because how you make money today, right now, if you need to make money, would be doing these driving delivery services, doing these work from home, doing these tech support jobs, doing any healthcare, phlebotomist. There's tons of jobs out there. But, we may not want to do these, and a lot of people are doing these, like Jordan's doing these, and other people are here doing these kind of jobs, but we may not want to. And a lot of us here are just like, I'm okay waiting, and maybe getting unemployment, waiting through this, but I want to be doing something to build my confidence and to build myself so that when the work is all coming back, I've got some more skills. I'm stronger now. So that's why I like this concept of film-friendly side business, because you can learn something, you're moving forward, you're making progress every day, you're building confidence, you're negotiating. It's good. But you're not going to make a lot of money doing it, probably. Probably. It's not a moneymaker, really. It's not like it's going to make you like, it could make you. I'm not going to put any limits on you. Believe me, I don't want to put any limits on you. I just want to know that I'm not teaching this with the intention of you guys making like $5,000 a month from it. Maybe like, I don't know, $400, $500 a month. But the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. My idea with this is to just get you out there doing this on Fiverr and then going to Nextdoor and then selling it there and raising your rates there on Nextdoor and other places. So, there's no limit. But for these kind of creative jobs, they're individual little gigs. So how much can you really make with that? Maybe $1,000, $2,000 a month. But it's just like what I'm saying. It's not about the job. It's about what you get from the job. Yeah. It's not about the job. It's about the gifts that job gives you personally. I was lucky to find people to work with you in real estate. I was not lucky. I was not lucky to find people to work with me. You know why? Because they were lucky to work with me. Yeah, because I'm finding them the most important thing. I'm finding them business, clients. I made them a lot of money. And all I had was the energy to do it, the desire to do it. So they were lucky to work with me. And that's how you got to feel in your body. You got to feel like they are lucky. You will go to the ends of the earth for your clients. Like I'm doing with you guys. I will go to the ends of the frickin' earth for you all. Use me. I always say that. Use me. And you do. And I want you to. I want to help you. So, yeah, people are lucky to do A-list. People are lucky to hire me to work with them. And people are lucky to hire you, Sergio, because you will go to the ends of the earth for your clients.